just a quick trend review on the 5-minute YM Dow. We start off at this point right here. Rallies 50 minutes, draws out 1200 contracts, pull back 20 minutes, draws out 700 contracts, and goes up again on 55 minutes 800, down on 10 minutes 100, and then up and down. And basically over here, it looks like it's in a range. Alright, it looks like it's in a range going sideways. And you have 70 minutes drawing out 500, 20 minutes drawing out 600. And it's a little difficult to trade. But right here, up here, is where you get a signal, because there's something wrong over here. Basically, um, the market can't get a following. All right, you have a lot more volume here, 9, and it just can't get a following up here. So there's a signal up there, pull back, then there's effort here, and it's unable to make higher highs. So it goes from, it goes from bullish to bearish right at that point. This is a turning point, and it reverses. There's effort, makes a low. You have a low volume pullback, followed by another low, followed by 50 minutes, followed by 15 minutes. And you're going to notice that now over here, the 16, that is quite high. Alright, so there's actually buying here. But these guys, it's a lot of times they can't hide their footprint. If you know how to play the game, it's very difficult for them to hide their footprint. And over here is where they start accumulating. I mean, they can hide their footprint, but there are ways to get them, to identify them. Anyway, so you have 50 minutes up on 1600 shares. 16 greater than 2, 12, 6. And then you have exit signal. So if you're short here, which you should be, you got to get the hell out here. Alright, you got to get out of the short position right here. And this is where you can also determine if you want to go long, meaning you can reverse the position short to long, which is one of the things that Wyckoff explained, to be able to go long at the bottom of the market, and then when it goes to the top, go short at the top of the market. There are ways, turning points at those areas. And over here you have that exit, which can be looked at to see if you want to take a long. So you're short over here, get the hell out of the short and determine if you want to go long. You can go long if you want, or wait here until you have a lack of supply over here. You have demand come in, nice big wave, lack of supply, and this is a bullish signal where the market goes from weakness to strength right there. I guess to some degree it goes from weakness to strength over here, but this is like, I don't want to say definite, but there's high levels of confirmation here. Price goes up, price pulls back to test. You get the retest opportunity all the way back up here, to get out. Do you know, like, if what's going to happen? Probably not. It's best to get out on the retest because there's very heavy volume coming from that area, 13,000 contracts. So if it goes on its retest of that area, there's sellers here. Okay, this is identified by heavy volume as well as the ease of movement of this bar, of the breakdown right over here, which means that the buy orders were removed and sellers were able to penetrate. That's what leads to these large bars. So it goes back into that area. There's sellers waiting, so just get the hell out. From there you get a 100-minute down, 14,000 contracts. Pull back on 15 minutes, 2,100 contracts. This again is a turning point, but it's not very obvious. It's a little more difficult to trade. I rather the market go up and then up and up, and then, because when it's in sideways range, it's a little harder to determine what the turning point is because you need a trend. It needs to, you got to go up in order for it to go down. It can't just be sideways like this. So, nevertheless, that was a turning point. Goes down 60 minutes, 11,800 contracts, up on 12,700 contracts, 55 minutes. And look at, this is getting very interesting right here. Very, very interesting. Why? This right here is significant volume. It's 12,700. The volume down was 11,000. So this 12,700 looks like they bought it all. They bought it all. And this has it starts off with this bar right here, which means when it went down here, the buyers stepped in and bought until they wiped out the stops. And when it pulls back, you're only getting, 3,900 relative to 12,700. So it's quite, I don't want to say clear yet, but buyers are, I think they're taking control here. Now I have to see more indications because I'm not liking the higher time frame. The higher time frame, I'm not really even sure if it's a spring. Let me see. Not really. It's by one or two ticks. It's not a spring on the higher time frame. This area, but certainly it is a deep test, and the high time frame is showing lower highs and lower lows. So I want to see more data to determine what to do here. But from the lower time frame itself, it's basically gone to a support level, even though it didn't spring, but it is. I mean, it tested a low and it rallied very vigorously. So now we're going to see the sideways action and see if it's set up or setting up for a move up. I think it is because this down move here has been totally bought. But I just want a little bit more confirmation. And what I really like is when you have this. This is, I bet, this is some type of volume off the bottom right here. When they do that, it's really indicative of buyers coming in. And I also like the false move that caught. I think caught a lot of people when it broke. This right here. A lot of folks will be seeing this. They see a bear flag and then they see this break. They're gonna go short. But the buyers came in and just took them out. So this, in my opinion, was some type of bear trap because this has that classic bear flag. Break, go move sideways, and then break, right? And then it looked very bearish. But right here is when the buyers totally rejected that. The bulls rejected the bears and took over. So I think it remains to be seen, but I'm leaning towards bullish indications. This is a very strong bullish indication. Anyway, we'll see. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.